What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Tickerfew video and welcome to the Tickerfew family. So the ticker symbol we're going to be talking about today is going to be HYMC stock, or Highcroft Mining Holding Corporation. So for those that have been purchasing AMC or have thought about purchasing AMC or just know anything that has been going on with GameStop and AMC, just a couple days ago, AMC actually purchased a minority share hold with HYMC stock. And so what I want to do is break down this company. Why did they venture into it? Why your stock is being affected by it if you purchase this stock? What is going on? So let's get right into it. So the very first thing that you want to notice is going to be the chart itself. So if you look at 1 year, okay, you can see there's a discrepancy between 1 year and 6 months. And so what I wanted to point out is roughly at the end of November, it was $1.67. Keep in mind, we've had a overall stock correction. And so don't look at this based off of just the company itself. Keep in mind what's going on with the stock market altogether. Okay, so $1.67, it drops and drops all the way down to 30 cents. Now, here's the interesting thing. On March 15th is when AMC purchased a minority share in Hycroft, right? March 15th. So if you fast forward, you can see March 8th, it went literally from 30 cents to $1, then drops, someone sells, then repurchases, and it shoots up March the 11th, $1.88. And now you can see it's been hovering around that $1.30 range. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Just want to keep that in mind. So for those that don't know anything about Hycroft themselves, they are a mining company. So they are a US-based gold and silver development company that owns the Hycroft mine, a well-established world-class asset with a significant mineral endowment in northern Nevada. Okay, so yes, they are based in USA, and it's they are extracting gold and silver out of the ground. The company is focused on transforming Hycroft into a large-scale mining operation by developing a process capable of extracting large sulfide gold and silver minerals. Okay, so that's a quick background with them. Now, what I was just discussing prior to that was the chart. So check this out. I just saw this on CNBC. On March 1st, the 90-day average trading volume of Hycroft shares were around 335,000, okay, according to CNBC analysts. Now, on March 4th, the trading volume began to spike, more than 3.7 million shares exchanged in hands on that day, pushing the 90-day average to 400,000. Again, on March the 7th, the trading volume jumped to 6.2 million shares, then it hit 202.7 million the next day, with the 90-day average which became 2.8 million. Think about that. It went from 355,000 to 400,000 to 2.8 million. Then fast forward, 46 million shares of Hycroft changed hands on March the 9th. The next 2 days saw extreme increases in volume. 220 million shares were bought and sold on March 10th, with 341.4 million were traded on March 11th. Again, closed March 11th. 90 average was 9.9 million. Okay. Then on Monday, the day before AMC's announcement, 58.6 million shares exchanged hands, and the 90-day average was 10.5 million. So my question is, leave a comment down below. I'm not a financial advisor at all, but let me ask you this. Did somebody know what was going on prior to that trade? If you own this stock before AMC bought into it, congratulations. That's pretty amazing. Clearly, you are in the mining world, and so you saw an opportunity with a small cap company, and so good for you if you were able to go from 33 cents to roughly around $1.88, which again, it's now hovering around $1.32. So one thing I wanted to point out with this company is, first, if you look at all the people that are on the board of director, you got 20 years. Okay, let's fast forward again. The next thing, you've got 25 years. Next individual over 40 years. Again, 45 years, 22 years. So clearly this company, even though they are small, keep in mind that there's a lot of experience in this. And so for AMC to do a pivot like this, I think is extremely interesting. They are trying to diversify with the amount of money that they have to stay sustainable. So guys, I just wanted to point that out. Now let's continue. So Highcroft Mine and Geology Mineralization is located, okay, in the mountains in the basin you can see right here in this picture right here, in Nevada. Now, they were formed during a certain period of time, but anyways, there's basement rock and emplacement of volcanic and sedimentary rock itself. So it is a large, low sulfidation hot springs deposit. And this is what I wanted to point out. Gold and silver mineralization occurs as both controlled, with gold values ranging from detection to 8.8 ounces per ton, and silver ranging from detection of 647.5 OPT. So let's continue that, okay? Highcroft Mine Mineral Resources. So you can see right here, again, another chart, which I like that they're being transparent. So if you're looking at this, you can see the mineral resources and the gold equivalent are based on metal prices of $1,800 per ounce of gold and $23 per ounce of silver. Okay, so when you're looking at this, keep in mind, now mineral resources are contained with a computer-generated optimized interface. So total mineral in that pit is 3.516 billion tons. All units are imperial. Gold and silver grades are in ounces and short ton. Okay, so when you're looking at this, keep in mind when you're looking at the chart, when you're trying to read it. So drilling Hycroft in 1966 for native sulfur with gold and silver, reported at depths in several holes in 1974. Starting in 1977 to 1985 to 2006, and then the drill program from 2008 to 2013 focused on the development of this area, which now represents a significant portion of the total deposit. Step out drilling during the 2008 to 2013 time frame, which we all know what was taking place, especially during this period. So keep in mind, these guys were still drilling. So I thought this was pretty cool when it comes to, again, looking at that chart. So from 1981 to the end of 2018, 5,501 holes have been drilled, representing 2.482 million feet of drilling. The deposit is drill limited and remains open in all directions and depth. So there you go. Let's keep fast forwarding. Okay, so February 22nd, 2022, Highcroft provides preliminary 2021 operating results and highlights of initial assessment. Fast forwarding in March 15th, which we discussed not too long ago on this video, Highcroft Mining announces 56 million equity investment from renowned precious metal investor Eric Sprott and AMC Entertainment. Okay, now March 23rd, 2022, Highcroft announces filing date for 2021 annual report on the Form 10K. So here's my thing. When you hear individuals talking about what's going on with the 10K annual report, no one ever actually explains it. So if you literally just Google, you'll be able to see a 10K is a comprehensive report filed annually by a publicly traded company, right, which is Highcroft, okay, with the SEC. So some of the information here are going to be some of those key facts. Understanding 10Ks. Because of the depth and nature of the information they contain, 10Ks are fairly long and tend to be complicated, right? Which is why I wanted to bring this up. Okay, so if you look, here are the distinctive sections. Business. This provides an overview of the company's main operations, including its products and services. Risk factors. These outline any and all risks the company faces or may face in the future. Selected financial data, management discussions and analysis, financial statements, and supplementary data. Okay, so that's what that is. Now, Highcroft Mining announcement, the 56 million equity investment from AMC. Again, leave a comment down below. I thought this was really interesting. I really like that they did, again, pivot during this time. They took advantage of the opportunity, and clearly they were trying to do their homework. Okay, so leave a comment down below on what you think. Now, let's fast forward to what's going on and why the stock is being affected and why the market itself is. The Russian invasion of Ukraine substantially elevates the risk of distributions in the global fertilizer trade. Russia is the world's largest exporter of fertilizers, accounting for 23% of ammonia exports, 14% of urea exports, and 10% of processed phosphate exports, and 21% of potash exports, according to the data from the Fertilizer Institute. The primary destination of fertilizers from Russia are Brazil, 21%, China 10%, the US 9%, and India 4%. Now, compared to the U.S., Brazil will be affected more directly as Brazil imports 85% of its fertilizers. Supply in the U.S. should be less of an issue as the U.S. has robust domestic production. So there you go. That is a major, major deal. So farmers worldwide are feeling the sting of sanction as Ukraine war has sent fertilizer prices to a new all-time high. Fertilizer prices last week were nearly 10% higher than the week before, according to Green Markets North America Fertilizer Price Index. So the highest price per point ever recorded. Prices are now 40% higher than a month ago before the invasion of Ukraine. Okay, so now you know exactly what's going on, why the stock market. So in 2021, Russia was the world's top exporter of nitrogen fertilizers and the second largest supplier of both potassic and phosphorus fertilizers, right? And this is, again, also according to the UN Food and Agriculture Organization. So guys, I really do appreciate it. Now you know what's going on with Highcroft, HYMC. AMC, and why the stock is being affected. I really do appreciate it. Until then, see you later.